Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and tonight I'm going to be talking about a bizarre dream I had a little bit earlier this year. It's one of those nights where I'm just kind of sitting around, there's not a lot happening, so I'm just kind of reflecting back on some things that have happened in this crazy 2020 of ours. So I figured I'd talk about that. If you guys have been enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the little notification bell so you'll be the first one to know when I do post a new video. I try to do them on a fairly regular basis, but unfortunately, I don't always have the time to do that. Last couple of days, I really haven't been feeling all that well. It's mostly allergies and just the effects of doing some cleaning at work because there was a lot of dust flying around. I'm going to try to get back into the swing of things, but we got the holidays coming up. I've got so much other stuff going on that unfortunately I don't always have a chance to do it. But tonight I had a few minutes, so I wanted to kind of, swoop in here and get a video made. If you do enjoy the video, please like it. Leave me a comment. Tell me about some crazy dream you've had. Tell me something you like about this dream, something you don't like about it. So let's get right into it. I called this one the Spider Queen because when I woke up, I still remembered most of it, and I went and wrote it down real quick, turned it into like a very short story. Anyway, in this dream, I would go to visit my mom and my stepdad, and it was their house, but it wasn't really their house. Like, it was a lot smaller and a completely different layout from any house that they've ever owned. I just remember I parked out front, walked in the house, and I was trying to help my mom and stepdad hang up something plastic thing on the wall in the bedroom, and it just wasn't working out. So everybody was getting frustrated, and I'm like, well, the hell with it, I'm gonna go home. Anyway, she had a kind of this round tote of comic books that was really heavy that she wanted me to take with me. So I go to pick it up, and it just had ants all over the top of it. So I'm like shaking this thing, and I can't shake the ants off of there. I open it. There's no ants on the excuse me, no ants on the inside, but they're all over the top of this thing. So anyway, I shake them off finally, and I'm gonna pick it up. She's like, "No, it's too heavy for you to carry." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I got these handles on here. I got it taken care of. I'm good. I'll see you later." Anyway, I walk out the house and I realize I'm like walked home, and my car was right out in front there. So I remember her telling me before I leave, hey, call me as soon as you get home. And I realize I've been walking for like 10 minutes now, and I'm like, crap, she's going to be expecting a call soon. I should stop and turn around and walk back and get to my car. Anyway, I'm on the street corner. Um, Across the street, I see this beautiful young woman and a little girl that's kind of walking a few feet behind her. And she's kind of humming this little song and whatnot. And she crosses the street to where I am, and she gives me a smile, and she's kind of walking in the direction I need to go to get back to my mom's house, where my car is. So she stops and sees me, and she's like, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'd say hello, just being cordial and friendly. And she's like, "Where are you heading?" I'm like, "Well, I'm heading back this direction to go to my mom." She's like, "Well, do you mind if I walk with you?" And I'm like, "No, that's fine. I'm just trying to be nice." And the little girl's following behind, and then all of a sudden there's like a teenage boy following behind her. So we're walking and talking and just being cordial and whatnot. Well, we get back to my mom's, and all of a sudden, me and this beautiful woman and the little girl and the teenage boy are running around the perimeter of the house, jumping over hospital beds. I don't know. It was weird. So, I see my mom and stepdad through the windows. They don't see us, but anyway, we're still just running around the house, kind of playing tag or, you're it or whatever. And I start to notice that there's spiders all over my back. So I hate spiders. I'm shaking them off. The little girl, the teenage boy, and the other woman, they don't notice this, or they don't say anything about it. But anyway, I shake the spiders off of me. So it's kind of weird. Anyway, so I say, well, I know I'm supposed to drive home, but I want to walk this lady back down the street wherever she had come from. So we start walking back down the road. Well, we kind of pass like a little factory sort of thing, and we sit on the stoop and we just start talking and having a nice conversation. Well, once again, my back is covered in spiders, so I'm like, get these friggin' things off of me! What the hell? Anyway, we get back to the corner to where I first met her, and across the street now, it's like it's the scenery's changed. It almost looks like something out of like Lord of the Rings, like the Shire or the Hobbit house, where it's like there's a door in a hill in the side of the. I just can't describe it, but you kind of get the idea where I'm going with this. So she's like, "Hey, come through the door with me, or with us, I should say, because the little girl and the teenage boy." I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I should probably be getting home. She's like, no, 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 come with me. All right, beautiful woman. I'm not going to say no, right? So again, third time, spiders on my back. I'm like, get these freaking spiders off of me. Anyway, we go in, we open the door, and we end up in this hallway. And it's like a long hallway. There's a door way at the end, and then there's doors along the side. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. But anyway, we walk all the way to the end. We go through the last door at the end of the hallway, and now it's nighttime, and we're kind of like in a big industrial area. And it just reminded me of like a place where I grew up on Long Island, in between one of the parkways and Roosevelt Field, which is like a big famous mall there on Long Island. Um, anyway, so we're just there and we're kind of sitting around, in the industrial area talking to each other. And she's like, I really like you. Would you want to go out with me? It's like, I can't, I already have somebody in my life. I'm sorry. And she kisses me anyway. And I'm like, stop, and, but she takes me by the arm and we just keep walking and talking. And, so I start asking her all these questions, but she's very vague in her answers. Like, she won't clarify anything. Anyway, I was like, look, I'd like to be friends with you. You seem like a really nice person, but you're being so vague. I can't. You have to give me something here. Well, anyway, we stop and sit on like a street corner or something, and I'm asking her questions, and she just won't give me an answer. She's just sitting there like open mouth like that with this weird kind of pose on her. And again, I'm covered in spiders. So I'm like, get these freaking spiders off of me. She's like, no, no, don't go, please. I really like you. I really want you to stay with me. I'm like, I'm sorry. If you're going to be so vague and you're not going to answer my questions, I can't. I'm out of here. So I get kind of irritated. So I head back to the hallway. Open the door to the hallway, except now the physics are all completely off. Like, everything is backwards and upside down. And I see the teenage, boy in there. So I kind of make my way toward him. And I'm like, well, look, I just want to go home, man. Where do I go? And he kind of points up at the ceiling, and the door is like in the ceiling. So I would have to jump up, find a way to open it, push it open and climb up there. Well, I can't do it, So I'm like, could you help me? And he pulls out some kind of like metal pole thing and he uses it to open one door on the side. And when he opens the door on the side, it's like a mirror image of the hallway we're standing in. So I realize I'm sort of in like a maze now. Anyway, there's the little girl in there, playing like hopscotch or something like that. And way at the end of that hallway, I see a door that's open where it's sunlight. And it kind of looks like where I came from, where I first interacted with everybody. And then poof, I woke up. So I just thought that was the weirdest freaking dream. But, that's basically what I could remember about it. I just had this compulsion, like, to call my mom when I got home, and this whole thing with the spiders. So I don't know if something was like actually crawling on me overnight or whatever. I just remember when I woke up, the dog was like, because the dog sleeps in the bed with us, it was kind of like nudging me as if I was whimpering and something was wrong. So I don't know what that was about, guys. I mean, that was one of the weirdest freaking dreams I've ever had. But like I said, I call it the Spider Queen. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that little short, crazy story there. If you have been enjoying my videos, please, feel free to subscribe to my channel, hit the little notification bell. I don't just talk about crazy dreams. I talk about all kinds of stuff. There's some videos I do that are one-off, like, my love of hockey, baseball, thinking back to professional wrestling when I was a kid. Others I go a little more in depth, talking about my time in the Army. I've talked a lot about my favorite TV shows, movies. I talk about some video games, music. Those are the main topics. Sometimes I do things that are a little more personal, other than these crazy dreams I have. But you get a whole range of different things if you keep up with my channel. So if you are enjoying it, please like the video, leave a comment down in the section below. Tell me something you like about it, something you don't like about it. Tell me about one of your crazy dreams. I always love the feedback. So I will see you guys in the next video.